Hello and welcome to this dinosaur focused look at Castle Garenbrig. Some of you guys may have seen this used before quite a bit. It's always in my lists, watching it live. If you like to see live dinosaur action, make sure to subscribe, join the Discord. All those links are in the description. But oh my, not a lot of decks can make use of 6 green mana for one creature. Of course, there's the fantastic and classic Carnage Tyrant. Boom. Enough said there. Nice, stable way to get at least a turn ahead to slap down Carnage. Hopefully you get to give it haste and attack with it that turn. But if you do have cost reduction, either with the classic Otepic Huntmaster reducing dinosaurs by 1, or Marauding Raptor, of course, you could go with Tyrannosaurus Rex, reduced down to 6, 5 sometimes, but as long as it's down to 6, you get to use that 6 green mana from Castle Garenbrig right there. 4 lands plus this, 5 lands in total, 1 extra. It's kind of like Castle Garenbrig added or tapped for 2 green in a nice stable way. Of course, there is some non-basic land destruction, but for the most part, you'll get it done. And of course, having multiple copies of this, keep in mind it's not legendary, so if it suits your game plan, if you're using big stuff like Carnage Tyrant and Tyrannosaurus Rex, as I often am for the past few months, they've been doing the trick. It might be right up your alley. However, you could get even further ahead. Perhaps go Topiary Stomper on turn 3. Boom, you get to 4 lands. Your 5th land is maybe Castle Garenbrig on turn 4. Surprise. Carnage Tyrant, turn 4 in a very stable way that is pretty hard to interrupt. Of course, they could counter Topiary Stomper. If they use removal on Topiary, well, that's pretty fantastic as well. You're not at 7. You can't attack or block, and draws out that painful removal. Possibly Shieldred's Edict, but perhaps if the opponent is wise and they've seen you cast Carnage Tyrant or something big previously, they won't use it on Topiary. But often enough, this draws out at least 1 piece. It's quite happy, quite exciting. Shifting Ceratops. What else can you use that 6 green mana on? Well, actually, let's go back to Topiary Stomper. Say you have 2, 6 green, 2 Topiaries. Oh, haven't done that often, but it has gotten me to 7 lands. 4 plus Castle Garenbrig, 2 Topiaries, you're at 7. You get to attack and block with both of these lovely bodies. And then the 6 green was shifting, it costs 4. But if we head all the way back to Castle Garenbrig, look at that. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells or activate abilities of creatures. Activate abilities. Shifting Ceratops has an ability, 1 green. It gains your choice of reach, trample, or haste until end of turn. Now, that 6 green, use it to give it haste and trample. Powers through, do a bunch of damage, or at the very least haste, and maybe you give another shifting that's out already trample. Something like that will be quite fantastic. I love it. But you do have to do it that turn. So maybe if you were wanting to wait until blockers were declared, you'd do it on one or the other. Nah, you gotta supercharge it that turn on the main phase before you go to combat. Otherwise you lose that mana from Castle Garenbrig as the steps and phases end, unfortunately. And with Castle Garenbrig, its ability requiring 2 of any color and 2 green. You can change Field of Ruin, perhaps, or a mono red source into green mana if you use it for Castle Garenbrig's ability, which is always a fantastic thing. It doesn't happen too often. Haven't always used Field of Ruin, of course, very nice against, well, lots of stuff. Is only using a few basics. Maybe you see the only basic out on the battlefield, on the opponent's side, you blow up a triome, a dual land, whatever it is, and they have nothing to search for. Oh, it is lovely stuff. Oh, gets the job done. Blow up lands, boom, slap down big creatures, and you get some wins. Very hard to deal with. Fantastic stuff. All right, hope to see you next time. Hope to see you when I'm live. Usually live Eastern Standard Time, 9:30, 10 o'clock. after I put my daughter to sleep. It's always a good time. Fantastic people. Peace. See you later.